Take a look at this bar chart visual. Usually Power BI forces you to use a single currency within an entire axis. But in this bar chart, you have different currency formats. You have Naira, you have cedis, you have dollars, you have euros, pounds, yen, and any other currency format you may have within your data set. If you want to filter for a specific user, the user sees their transaction amount in their best currency. Hello everyone, my name is Ruth, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a dynamic currency format in Power BI. It's very clean, very simple. There is no messy or complex conversions. So first we are going to preview the data. To preview this data, I'll click on the table view. So right on this table view, this is a sample transactions data from the finance app where you have users from all over the world. So we have different columns. We have name column, we have country column, we have base currency, we have an amount column, and we'll go over to click on our report view so we can create this visual. So right on this report view, I'm going to just click the clustered bar chart, and with this clustered bar chart, I'll quickly just resize it to place it in the center of my canvas. So I'm going to resize this bar chart, and what we need to populate it with is the name column. So I'll drag the name column to the y-axis and also drag the amount column to the x-axis. So quickly we're going to create a very simple measure for the transaction amount. You don't want to use this implicit measure right here. So I'm going to click on transactions and click on new measure. So like I said, it's just a very simple measure called transaction amount, and we're going to use the sum function to create this. So once I type the transaction amount, I'll just type the sum function and reference the amount column. So I'll close the bracket and press enter. There we have our transaction amount measure. So I'm going to quickly remove this from the x-axis and replace it with the measure we just created. So we now have our chart like this. Anytime you create a chart like this and you notice you have extreme values whereby you cannot really see some of the bars in this chart, what you need to do is to open up the format pane. So right on this format pane, you scroll down to where you have your x-axis, and right on this x-axis, we are going to turn on the logarithm scale. So once you turn that on, you notice that your bars are now visible, and you quickly turn off the values for the x-axis. So once you turn off the values for the x-axis, you can quickly just increase the font size of the y-axis. So let's just increase it to 16. One other thing I'm quickly going to do to this bar is to quickly change the color. So I'll go to the bars section and scroll down, select on the color and change it to the color to reflect the color of the report. One more thing I need to do is to just toggle on the data labels, and with these data labels I'll equally have to increase the value. So I'll just increase these values, make it bold, just change the color to pure black, and this is what we have. So once you have this in place, so for this transaction amount, if I click on the transaction amount now, which is this measure, you notice that on the ribbon we have the measure tool showing here. So right on the formatting group, if I select the format and you see this drop down, I can select on the currency. So once I select the currency, you will notice that all the bars for these users will show dollars. If I select another currency, nairas, pounds, or any other currency, all the bars will reflect that same currency. So that's Power BI forcing you to use that single currency. But what we want in this scenario is we want each of these users, each of the bars should show their base currency. So what we need to do is to create another measure. So I'm going to quickly just click back on the transactions table and we'll click to create a new measure. So with this new measure, I'll quickly just paste this measure. So this is the currency format measure. So with this currency format measure, you see that we use the switch function to switch between the different currency formats that we currently have in our table, and we also use the max function to reference the base currency. So if you have more than this currency, if you have a lot of currency formats in your data, you can actually create a currency table, then use that table to create relationships with your transactions data. But with this, you can actually keep populating the currency formats or just use it as it is. You'll be able to work with a lot of currencies. So with this measure now, we have created this, and I'm going to just press enter. So once I press enter, we've created the currency format. So for us to apply that currency format to this bar chart visual, I'll click on the transaction amount. So right on this transaction amount, I'll go back to the formatting group and click on this drop down. Then I'll scroll to where I have dynamic. So I'll select the dynamic format. So right on this dynamic format, just remove everything that you have showing right there on the values. Then what you need to do is to just bring in your currency format measure. So I'm going to type the currency format measure and then press enter. Once I do that, you will notice that the bar visual has automatically changed to reflect the base currency for each of these users. So you see that it's very simple and very clean. You do not need any complex conversions. And also, if you want these users to see their own base currency, you can just quickly bring in a filter here, a slicer. So with this filter, you're just going to populate this filter with the names of the users. So I'm going to select the name, and you can quickly just open your format pane to change the slicer settings to drop down, and I'm quickly going to change the values as well to something that is readable. So once you do this and you select for any particular user, you notice that the users will display their transaction amounts in their base currency. In real life scenarios, you're going to share this report with the report users. So what you need to do is you will have to set a row level security so that anytime a user logs in, the user will be able to see their transaction amounts in their base currency. If you want to know how to set row level security for a scenario like this and how the users will eventually see their currencies or any numbers in their base currency when they log in, just let me know in the comment section. Thank you.